welcome back to Talking Comics, the Heroes and Villains. I'm Eric, and this is
Arnie.
And this is what Arnie? What is this?
This is the first X-Men.
Not the second X-Men, not the third
The
X-Men.
first X-Men.
It's the first ever X-Men by Neil Adams, the great, the legend,
The great and
the totally crazy and out of his mind
Neil
Neil
Adams.
Adams. Yeah, who we know from what's the last book he did? The Batman book.
God,
Whatever.
Odyssey.
Yeah, Batman Odyssey.
Yeah, it's very forgetful.
Wherein he lost his mind and went on a tangent with the expanding Earth theory
Yes.
and had like dinosaur Robins, and he's kind of been off the reservation for a while.
Not a tangent, it's a fact.
Yeah,
Just go to his website,
he believes in, what does he believe in, Arnie?
the expanding Earth theory.
Which is,
Basically that the Earth has been expanding over millions of years.
Yeah,
and
and
will continue to grow
but
inside.
but his version is like a Tolkien Middle Earth thing where there's like creatures in between. I don't know, Illuminati figures in. He's a crazy conspiracy nut, awesome guy. He's now doing the X-Men, which is cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of conspiracies, showing the first X-Men, the ones we never saw before in the comics, which Wolverine leads, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
We see young Xavier and young Nazi hunting Magneto. It's a lot like
Victor Creed.
First Class, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very much first class.
Yeah.
I think that Neil Adams saw it.
And he was like, I can do this.
Yeah. I'm gonna write my version.
It's kind of fan fiction-y, which is awesome.
Yeah, and it's almost but not quite a direct kind of rip off of that movie.
Yeah.
Well, Professor X is walking.
Mhm.
What else we got? We got Magneto killing Nazis in Argentina.
Yeah.
With small metal objects.
Yeah, it's early Wolverine going and forming like this hardcore like BA mutant kind of thing, which it bums me out that Xavier is a douche in this one. Did you like that at all? That's a modern Marvel thing that's all over the place. Xavier being a clown shoe.
I really could care less about that.
Really,
Yeah.
The reason I like X-Men because I like Professor Xavier. He was like this weird kind of father figure holding all of these like misfit toys together on one island. You know, he was that guy. He was like Martin Luther King with powers. He was very peaceful and awesome and kind
but
of
he also
perfect.
brought about Onslaught.
The modern like 90s and then to today is that people don't want to believe in that goodness in people. They don't want to think that an altruistic, pure person could exist. So that they attach these weird kind of neuroses onto them, like these weird. They don't fit the character at all, but they make them very negative, retroactive way.
Yeah, but Wolverine made a good point in the comic.
What's that?
He called him a typical rich kid.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he's had everything he's ever needed in his life.
Yeah.
He's graduated from the most prestigious schools.
Yeah.
And he's all done it at a very young age.
Yeah. 18? He graduated college at 18 with 2 degrees.
Like 3 doctorates.
Oh, doctorates, yeah.
So Xavier hasn't really known what it is to be a mutant. One, because he comes from privilege, and 2, because he can hide his power.
But I like the idea of a guy who feels like all doors should be open to him, and then because of prejudice and racism, those doors are closed.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
But he
to
hasn't
me.
experienced any of that.
I guess in the classic like the Byrne continuity stuff, he did as a kid. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll see him do it now.
That's where I have the problem.
Why is that?
Because I don't know where this belongs.
It feels very out of continuity. Wolverine at one point has 2 swords. We don't know if he has claws yet,
Yeah.
and then he pops them at like in a surprise moment,
Yeah.
which I just ruined for you. But yeah, we don't really know where it fits in. That's part of the fun of the story, though, is because we feel like we knew the X-Men, but now we get the real story of the X-Men.
So I don't know if I'm reading X-Men Odyssey.
Yeah, allegedly it's in continuity.
is?
Marvel has said that this fits continuity.
Okay.
So yeah.
Marvel Now continuity or which one?
Oh, that's all the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't know where this belonged.
Yeah. And also the fact that Sabretooth and Wolverine are like buddies.
Yeah.
When usually they're either villains or like Wolverine thinks he's his dad, which like happened before in the 90s and it wasn't the case. But yeah.
Well, that kind of fits into continuity in some older Weapon X comics.
Yeah, that's true.
They were a tag team or a
But
buddy.
and he has his metal claws in this, and I thought that he
They're
should have had his bone claws.
No, he has bone claws.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because one of them broke off in a battle.
Oh, okay, because that's why he has his swords then.
Yeah.
That explains the swords we were just talking about.
So,
They also form an X on his back, which is kind of cool.
yeah.
But yeah.
And they seem to magically be attached to his back. There's no belt or anything.
It's like a comic book. It's a superhero comic book. But yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. It wasn't as crazy as I wanted it to be, frankly. Neil Adams is usually bonkers.
I was expecting something nuts.
He has a co-writer in this who's Chris Gage, who's a crime novelist who's
You think
very
he's,
grounded.
He's guiding him?
He was like, oh, Neil, no. We're not like, no dinosaur Xavier, no. Yeah.
The Earth doesn't grow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it was just a normal kind of average X-Men comic.
The most concerning part to me is that there's a black mutant in there.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, we all know what happened to the Black Mutant in
Bishop?
First Class.
Oh, he was the first one to die.
And he looks very much like that guy.
That was Darwin, though.
In fact, he kind of dies in this right away.
Oh, come on, X-Men. At least we had Bishop. Bishop was a cool Black Mutant who's
Yeah.
been around to this day. Who they made a villain later on, but we'll just ignore that. Oh, X-Men. For a book about prejudice, they're like all white people all the time. And they're also called X-Men, and there's like 80 women on the team. Like, they're second-class citizens, but, you know, the future. Like,
Well, it was
Ugh.
written in the 50s or something.
yeah.
But anyway.
X-People, I say. X-People.
It's a very interesting book, to say the least. It's not nuts like Odyssey.
Yeah.
And
But it's Neil Adams, so it will be eventually. So hang on, you should read it. It'll
Yeah.
be insane eventually.
It's starting off okay.
There's already some Nazi murder in it, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So let us know what you think, people.
Yeah, and if you liked First Class, I highly recommend you read this.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're probably gonna like
It
this.
should have come out when that movie came out.
Yeah.
They're doing a sequel to that, though. Did you hear?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Oh,
I
I'm so excited.
think this might be, timed for that.
Yeah, yeah.
You
It's
know?
The Days of Future Past is what it's
Yeah.
called. And they're going to have the other movies involved in it.
Really?
Like, it's going to be a
they're
time
gonna
traveling.
sync?
Yeah, it's kind of like Doctor Who, where they can do different time periods with the X-Men. So they're going to have, like Hugh Jackman Wolverine walking in to save the day. And, like, yeah, they're going to play with the time.
Is he gonna have
a
the
little
Grey
more.
Temples?
I hope so. And, like, an eye patch and stuff. I'm so excited. The Fox movies are going to have their own continuity now.
Oh, cool.
So, like, it was Blade. Was it Blade New Line? What was it? I want Blade just to be in everything.
I don't know.
Like Stan Lee cameos. I want Blade to appear in every movie ever, just out of like for no reason. It'd be awesome.
Well, you kind of have
Super
to
awesome.
have what's his name out of jail?
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, yeah.
I'm gonna get tattoos just like him in solidarity, like a Free Wesley T-shirt and then like tribal tattoos.
You also gonna stop paying taxes?
Yes, yes. But don't record this part. All right. So yeah.
Check us out on Facebook at
Heroes and Villains Tucson
or on Twitter
at H&V Comics.
or on Tumblr
It's also Heroes and Villains Tucson.tumblr.com.
or on Google. Just Google Heroes and Villains.
All right, bye.